Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
On first down, Murphy. Yeah, the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Murphy. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. And that brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun, Murphy. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Watts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first and 10, Watts. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Cowboys.
From the gun, Watts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on second down. Watts. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Murphy toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now Murphy throwing on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They run. It's Oliver. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
To throw is Murphy on first down, being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
just a yard to go here on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And the score, Cowboys 7, Giants 0.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 10 yards.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On fourth down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
The score, Cowboys 7, Giants 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down. Watts. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Watts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watts. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a carry for Oliver. And down he'll go at the 25.
That's good.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Hood. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 20.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
First down.
Murphy from the gun, he'll throw. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Murphy's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Operating from the gun, Murphy. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Murphy now looking to throw on second down. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cowboys.
So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watts. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Operating from the gun, Watts forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Watts gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Watts. And able to find Kirk complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the gun, Watts under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Watts dancing to his left. He can run, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
Makes the score.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Josh Jacobs, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. 24-17, your final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On first down, Watts. Finds an opening past the 40. That's going to be caught by Kirk. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it again with Barkley, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Watts. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Giants.
Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Watts. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw on second down. Watts. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To number 80.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Murphy. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Murphy's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Murphy on 3rd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murphy. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it here with Oliver. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the run, it's Oliver. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. first down marker at the 31. It's third down. Operating from the gun. Murphy. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
At the 23-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murphy. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Watts going right side here, and that's complete. A 2nd nice move. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
The tackle made.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. the carry, it's McAllister. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. So now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now Murphy on 1st and 10. The left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Murphy out to his left. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murphy. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this is going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
To throw is Murphy. Throwing on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Watts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. At a site that's becoming familiar in this season, they remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Dallas, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.